Hi, welcome to the EEVblog, an electronics engineering video blog of interest to anyone involved in electronics design. I'm your host, Dave Jones. And I'm not even inside yet, haven't even registered, and somebody already came up to me and shouted out, "Great Scott," and he wins a multimeter. It's Phil. Hey Phil, how you doing?
Fantastic.
There it is,
yes.
There you go. It's not brand new, unfortunately. It is, it has been reviewed. So, but it should be a winner. So you're here for the show?
Here for the show, yes.
Excellent. And
representing La Trobe University.
oh, okay, you're from La Trobe. Excellent.
Department of Physics.
Excellent. And they gave you time off to.
Sure. Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
So you work there or you student?
The technician now.
Okay.
I work there, yeah.
Excellent. Oh,
The
well
lab
done.
technician, so hello to all the students that are watching Dave's EEVblog.
Excellent. Well done, mate. You shouted out, "Great Scott." You weren't embarrassed. You came up and
I wasn't
shouted it
embarrassed,
out.
but I shouted it out anyway.
Awesome. Well done. Thanks.
Thanks very much.
See ya.
Cheers.
I ran into an Amp Hour listener, Travis here. Hey, Travis.
Hey David,
Good,
how you
mate.
going?
And look, he was inspired by Carl Sagan, by
contact.
my little baby Sagan, and he's got contact.
Everyone loves
Beautiful.
contact.
Fantastic. Thanks, Travis. Enjoy the show.
No worries, nice to
All
meet
right,
you.
and say hi to Chris.
Hey Chris, how you going?
Huge Amp Hour fan. Great
big
stuff.
fan.
And I'm here at the Emona stand with my mate John South.
Hey Dave, how you
Hey,
going?
good. And
that's good.
what do you guys carry? GW Instack?
Yep, we've got the Rigol range obviously, but we've
Yep.
also got some new product from GW, which is the new GDS.
Which we'll take a look at in a sec.
So the new
yep.
GDS scopes. Other new product that we've got here is a little new non-invasive current probe system from TTI, which we can show. Some new active differential probes as well,
Cool.
oscilloscopes, and obviously our general purpose range.
All right, let's check them out.
The new range of GDS 3000 VPO oscilloscopes, 2 and 4 channel from 150 meg to 350 meg bandwidth. Got a very high update rate coupled with intensity graduated display. This is basically a video field signal that we're seeing intensity graduated display on them. They've got a range of advanced trigger facilities, including some serial bus trigger. They've got also some power measuring capability, as well as LAN interface, USB interface standard.
Yep.
One of the unique features on them is they've got a split window mode, where they can basically display multiple signals with different triggers on them. So I've got basically 2 signals on here, and we've got.
So you can separately trigger both channels independently.
That's correct, and have different time base.
Yep. Oh, a different time base on each.
Different time base on each.
Yep. Nice.
And if we had a 4-channel model, we'd be able to do 4 independently triggered signals, and time base and vertical attenuation. So I've got if you see here, I've got a video trigger.
Yep.
I'll just change that to PAL. So we go to channel 1. PAL signal. Okay, so I've got this one triggering off video and PAL. This one's an edge trigger, which is basically if I toggle down to this one, we can see we've got our independent edge trigger control. The signal we're basically displaying on the bottom one is we're displaying a new current probe system,
Right.
which is a
And
non-invasive
who's that from?
current probe. It's from a company called TTI.
TTI, yep, I know
UK
that.
company.
Yep.
So it's brand new, whereas we can basically display current measurement on circuits using the iProber.
So what's the frequency range of that?
This one's 5 megahertz.
5 meg, yep.
Display down to milliamps up to the amps range.
Right.
Okay. And it also comes with adapters to do basically normal current probe measurements.
Yep.
But the main thing that it does is a non-invasive current probe.
Excellent.
Non-contact current probe, rather.
So the update rate of this is probably somewhere between the Tech series and the Agilent.
That's correct.
2000
yes.
series. It's probably not quite the 50,000 waveform updates per second of the Agilent.
Yeah, that's
right,
correct.
But
It would be close to
somewhere in
that,
the
getting
ballpark.
up there.
And there it is up close. It's quite a thin unit. I rather like it. It doesn't weigh much. I like the huge feet on the back of it. Don't think I've ever seen feet quite that large. And on the back side here, if we can turn it around, we have all the ports as standard. We've got LAN, USB host, and video out, and all the cal and trigger and the go no go outputs. And there is also a fan in it. Is it loud? No, it's not loud. There you go. That's the new GW Instec. It's not TTI branded.
No, it's AIM at a conjunction, a product combination.
Right.
AIM and TTI.
Okay, right. So what, TTI own AIM? Or?
I believe so, yeah.
Right, okay. That's the story. All right, John, we've got some infrared.
Yep, these are a thermal imaging camera from a German company called Trotec. Yep, that's right. So they're a German-made product. Basically, they're a high-resolution camera, so they have the ability in electronics, where we sell in electronics, is the ability to resolve very small SMD components for design, manufacture, repair, rework.
So it'll do basically designed for thermal profiles of components. Is that?
They can do basically any heat of any product that they will do. Just let me get that set up. Okay.
There we go.
So we can basically see around the LCD, heat around the LCD, there'll be heat around the LCD. And if we're looking at, say for example, the little PCB over here, we can turn it upside down and we can easily resolve what's heating up on here.
Nice. That must be some fine temperature resolution, because there wouldn't be much temperature differential in that probe, I would assume.
No, they have these have basically a 0.01 degree temperature resolution differential.
Right, 0.0.
Yeah. Best way to show that is the old hand mark trick. So put a hand mark on there, we can see the hand mark.
Yes, you can. You probably can't get that on camera, but you can see the hand mark. Fantastic. That's brilliant. How does that compare to like the FLIR ones? Are they in the same market, or?
FLIR concentrate more on either the very low end, which is like a 60 by 60 resolution, because all thermal imaging cameras have a certain array resolution. Trotec start with 160, 120 array. These ones are 340 by 280. So that's 110,000 odd temperature points.
Right.
So you're able to see smaller components. The similar Fluke and FLIR are like about double the price to what these are currently.
And how much does this go for in Australian dollars? Roughly?
These range from roughly around the $5,000 to $9,000 mark in the product family that's in there.
Nice.
But we start out at $2,700 for a 160, 120. But the more resolution, the smaller the component you're able to see and resolve.
Excellent. And is that like drop proof? It looks pretty rugged.
They do have IP ratings.
Right.
Yep. Nothing's drop proof.
Right. Okay. Got it.
But they do have certain IP ratings.
And we've got the Rigol spectrum analyzer.
Yep, they've got a range of spectrum analyzers from 2 gig to 3 gig. This is their top of the range model. Features things like a 10 Hz resolution bandwidth, very good noise floor specifications, range of automated measurements. It can run off a battery pack.
Oh, it can. Nice.
Can be field portable.
Yep.
Price-wise, these ones are around $5,000, and they also have a slightly lower end 3 gig one for around $4,000. So it's very competitive pricing for the price performance specification.
And this is the 6000 we looked at last time we were here, they're still, are these selling well?
Yeah, they are. They're selling well. We sell them typically into areas that would have only ever bought Agilent or Tektronix.
Right.
Government research departments, university research, places like that that need the bandwidth of 600 megahertz without having the budget to pay, $15,000, $20,000, 600 meg or 1 gig bandwidth.
Have they dropped the prices since Agilent have come through?
Well, they don't really compete with the Agilent because they're a higher bandwidth.
They're a high bandwidth, because they start at 1 gig, or is that the?
They start at 600 megahertz.
600 meg, which is higher than the Agilent 3000 series.
They're not really competing with the Agilent 3000 series.
Yep.
But the price has come down. They start out now around 5,700 for a 600 megahertz 2-channel.
Nice. Excellent. Thanks, John.
No worries. Thanks, Dave.
All right. See ya. I'm here with Kevin from Upton, Australia. Thanks for joining us, Kevin.
No problems, Dave.
Excellent.
Thank you.
What have we got here? We've got a pick and place.
We have a pick and place machine from a company that was previously known as APS Novastar, now known as DDM Novastar. They've recently had a buyout. They're made in Philadelphia in the USA. This machine is specifically designed for people doing prototypes, small runs, low volume.
So it's not really high volume thing, just in terms of speed, or?
In terms of speed, it's in real time 3,500 components an hour. We'd be able to dispense solder paste down to 0603 dots. We can do micro BGAs. We can do 0201 packages. We have vision option for the machine. This machine, we've just got it set up to run a fairly basic board. Just to give the people at the show an indication of what's going on.
Let's run it.
Let's do it.
Here we go. All right.
We'll just, you might see that the screen is a little bit fuzzy due to the fact that we're picking and placing to double-sided sticky tape.
Right.
Rather than solder paste, which we would prefer to do.
Got it. But we've got sticky tape, so there's the, you can see the sticky tape on there.
Double-sided tape.
Yep.
It works.
It works, good.
We've just gone to a fiducial to make sure that we're located where we need to be. We go to the other one and again ensure that we're positioned where we need to be. So now we're picking from the feeders and placing components to their designated area.
Nice.
It's had a misfeed there, so the reason for that is that the tape hasn't peeled back sufficiently to release the component.
Got it.
Just reset that. We have it running in a number of modes, from slow to fast. But mainly just to give people an indication of what we can do with a low-cost pick-and-place machine from DDM Novastar. A machine like this is in the vicinity of around $25,000.
About 25, yep.
Which is not sell your house to get up and running.
And how many feeders? Is that a usable machine at that sort of level? Or?
We can have up to 64 feeders on this machine. Using a bank feeder, we can increase that 50%, so close to 90 8mm tape feeders. We can also pick and place short strip from a super strip feeder. The super strip feeder allows us to put a length of 20 discrete components and any number of those. We can pick and place from matrix tray and from tubes.
Excellent. Looks like a nice bit of kit. I like it. Thanks, Gary. I'm here with Mark from TechMark Australia, and he's going to show us lots of cool Tektronix stuff. Let's go. Go, Mark.
Relatively new from Tektronix is our real-time spectrum analysis tool. Slightly different to the traditional spectrum analyzer, where you have a swept analysis using a resolution bandwidth filter. What this does, it takes chunks of data, 85 meg in this case, or 110 meg in the other next unit up, and it does up to like 50,000 discrete Fourier transforms a second, up to 60,000 waveform captures, and then overlays those in a display which we call DPX. But it's just not a pretty coloured waveform. Each colour indicates spectral intensity.
Intensity
So-
based on all the capture.
Yeah, it hits and that type of thing, yeah. So what we've got here is just a very basic frequency oscillator that's drifting, and we can see through the peak hold that it's got a centre frequency of about 2.4 gig, and it's shifting backwards in time and shifting up and coming back. So now that you've seen that, you can set up the appropriate frequency domain capture or time domain capture, and then go in and analyse that a bit further. Ideal for pulsed radar type applications, just general purpose spectrum analysis type work. Yeah, so that's where the tech side have gone in with the spectrum analysis tools. Yeah.
Is this fairly new?
This
It's been out for a while.
The theory has been out for about 10 plus years, and it came out of the old Sony Tech Alliance, and then with the changes in the spectrum analysis market, Tech came out with what they wanted to do was something to differentiate themselves, and came out with this real-time spectrum analyzer. Started out with the 3000 series, and then we progressed 5000 and the 6000 up to 20 gigs.
Spin off into the new MDO.
It's funny you should say that.
Yes,
Yeah,
there you
it
go.
has. It's sort of leaching across, you might say.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
So obviously you're paying quite a few bucks for this one.
Yep.
That one it's down a bit, and yeah, it's a good little analyzer on the MDO. But yeah, this one does a little bit more applications.
And what
Yeah.
sort of price are we talking about in Aussie dollars?
In Aussie dollars, we're starting at around $60,000 for the basic RSA 51000. Up to the 20 gig unit, you're probably looking at about $110,000.
That's nuts.
So that's every home should have two. Yeah.
Right.
But no, they're quite a very good dynamic range. Yeah, so competes well with the Roden-Schwarzes and the Agilents. And each has got their own little niche. We're not saying that this is going to beat theirs or theirs is going to beat ours. Just looking at different ways of, as I say, skin in the onion. Still going to get tears doing your measurement. Still going to be fun, but we just do it a different way. Yeah.
I'm at the Agilent stand. I'm here with CK.
Yep.
What's new?
Well,
What do you got?
we got the latest launch of the 20 gig spectrum analyzer.
Yep.
And that is really hot and.
Woohoo, woohoo. Here we go.
Yep.
There it is, handheld spectrum analyzer. What's that worth? How
Wow.
much is that going for?
Full feature, you're looking about 25k.
About $25,000?
Yep.
Yep. Bargain. Specs, come on. So it's 1 meg to 20 gig?
Yep.
Yep.
We have other models starting from 3 gigs,
Yep.
7 gig, and a 13 gig. So 4 models, and this is the highest end 20 gigs. Yep.
Excellent. Ah, very nice. Is it rugged? Is it it looks sort of, nice. Is it drop proof?
We did a drop proof on the dance, and it's still working.
And I've heard you've got a special on at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at the poster.
Whoa, posters. Trade in and say, there you go.
Any 15 megs and more scopes, and you get 50% discount from there.
And
And
unbelievable.
when you buy either a 7,000 scopes,
Yep.
Infinium scopes,
You get a free
3,000 scopes
for free.
for free. Yes.
You've got to be kidding me. You guys must churn these out for a couple of bucks each. Giving them away.
Well, we want to generate more interest on the 3,000 scopes. Yes, definitely. That's the way to do it.
Fantastic. Free 3000 series scope.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, thanks, CK.
Thank you.
And the best thing about these trade shows is the freebies you get. Isn't that right, CK? You
Yes.
guys have got freebies here?
Yes, we do.
Awesome. What a score. See ya.
Bye.
On Track Technology,
Yes.
and you have a very cool soldering machine. Tell us
Yes.
about it. Here it is.
Well, this is just one of the new free-access soldering robots that
Yep.
we've invested in.
How much does this baby cost? That's what everyone wants to know.
I'm not too sure, but it'll probably be around $3,000 or $4,000.
Okay, right.
This is only just a little baby model.
Yep.
There is larger models that we're planning to invest in the future, probably more inline automated sort of process.
Yep.
This is more of a semi-automated process.
Right.
We're just trialing this little baby out.
Okay.
We just want to see how much productivity we can improve just
Right.
by using these sort of machines
And have you found it in trials? Have you found that it's actually usable?
Yes,
It's speed-wise.
Yes, it
Yep.
is.
pretty quick.
It is a lot quicker.
Yep.
But for this show, we've actually slowed it down considerably.
Yep, so you can see it.
Just so
Yep.
you can see it, and you can see all the sort of functions that it can do.
Yep.
So it can. And naturally, it's limited to a size of the
Sure.
jig here. So
Yep.
you can get larger versions. That's the sort of versions that we're trying to evaluate to see if it's worthwhile. Like our plans is to try and get one of these on each of our hand soldering workbenches.
Yep.
If we can do that,
Yep.
it means we can improve the productivity of our soldering, our final hand soldering process. Naturally. Final hand soldering always going to exist because it's all those components that we can't get on our pick and place machines or on our wave solder.
They're physically difficult to access.
Or if we have like very temperature sensitive super caps, that sort of thing, or batteries that
must be hand soldered.
It's got to be hand soldered. And
with
that's the
heat
reason
sinks
why.
possibly even
That's
on them.
right.
So I'm ready. Go for it.
Just wait. Yeah. There you go. So normally it runs 10 times faster. I'll just slow it down so you can see the process.
All right. Okay.
And normally you want to put the boards on angle, you put it straight, so bang, bang, bang.
Thank you. A LaCroix, a Wave Runner,
Yes.
640 ZI. Tell us about it.
This year we brought the LaCroix Wave Runner. It's a new model from LaCroix. Covers anywhere from 400 megahertz up to 4 gigahertz.
Yep.
The Wave Runner used to do up to 2 gig, but because frequency demands are on the rise, they thought, hey, we better address a need in the 4 gig and enhance the unit. The Wave Runner also comes in 12-bit front-end resolution versions.
Right. At what bandwidth?
400 and 600 megahertz.
400 and 600 meg in 12-bit.
Yeah, exactly. So for those industries like medical and other industries that require less noise and a better resolution on their front end,
Excellent.
we're addressing that right now.
Nice work. And what's with the screen here? It's sort of
Okay.
it pops out. Give us a
Glad you asked that.
yes. Let's have another look.
So let me.
Look around the side here. It's got it's a weird.
So the screen
Yep.
flips up and down. So, okay, so it tilts up and down. But have a look at
For
this.
ergonomic reasons.
Have a look at this.
Yeah.
Let's say you've got data lines and you've got a stack of them and you want to see them on the same time.
Yep.
Time base. So what happens?
Bingo. Look at that.
Have the screen.
Portrait mode. It's not exactly a. Everyone's going to slim, lightweight ones these days. So I guess that's the price you pay. It's the price you pay for that nice screen. And
It's a bit bigger because it's catering for bigger frequencies and there's more of the acquisition boards inside and the processing is a bit more complex
pretty
on it.
grunty.
So yeah, it needs the space.
Yep.
It's got very good ventilation as well for stability.
And what sort of price are we talking about
Okay.
for a
Well,
high end?
well, they're very, very well priced.
Right.
For a 4 gigahertz, you'd be looking at around $40,000. So
Yep.
that's the top of the range in this model.
Whether it is lit or not, it's got a much better volume.
after party. You probably can't hear me because it's a complete nerd rabble where everyone's turned out for the free food and the free booze, I think it is. So here we go, but it's only for people who've got a red tag on their thing. So yep, I think it's only not Joe Public, it's only the vendors. That's pretty much it. I think it's pretty exclusive. See ya. And I've stuck around, the party's still going on. I've snuck into the exhibition hall and there's nobody here. Not a soul, I'm the only one. This is absolutely brilliant. I'm the only one here. I got free reign of pretty much anything. I can play with any toys. What can we do? Oh, we can do some, we can have some serious fun here. Let me tell you. Got any ideas? I'm thinking a few things. Play with some Agilent gear? Maybe if we swap, say, the Agilent gear for the gear on the Roden Schwartz stand. What do you think? That'd be awesome. It's kind of spooky, actually. It's there's nobody here. I love it. Altium might be in for a bit of a surprise at tomorrow's show.